Alright, so since this gets a lot of questions on the forums, I figured I'd actually just go ahead and do a quick little video. Um, yeah, so people keep saying they don't have legendaries or force set, Breath of Sindragosa, Wind Switch. The answer is just period. Um, I went ahead and picked up the Death Lord set, some of which is not. There's crafted piece, 850, 30 chests, 830, 820, 840, 820, 840. I have these two rings on, um, and this neck on, just to make sure that I'm at 20% haste. These are the lowest item level trinkets I have. There's a 865 Dark Moon deck and a 860 I have command. Unfortunately, I can't make my 920 weapon shittier, but just so you can see, I have two Ambidex and one Dead of Winter right now. So, I mean, ambidexterity is going to be solid, but that, not so much. That just happened to be what I had at the time. Um, but it's my item level. That's my strength. 27,000 strength. Shit. Not amazing crit, but won't be too bad with Dark Moon and Eye. Solid haste, it's where I want it. Solid mastery. Good enough on versatility. I'm gonna go ahead and use crit food, and yes, I am using a flask. I will be using potions of prolonged power as well. Um, that's important. Now, I do not have a single legendary equipped. I obviously do not have 2 or 4 set, ironically, as I'm using 8 set of this, but yeah, this doesn't do anything in comparison, so, you know, suck it. But, just so we're sure, go over items one more time. I mean, I think this is reasonably achievable. Achievable. Um, in terms of even someone just entering Nighthold normal probably would not even be this low of item level or gear level for that matter. Um, doing one more thing. Where's my drums? I'm gonna put drums. I'm gonna lust on this. Just gonna throw it on that. Get out of here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna lust on the pole. Um, this is, I mean, it's like you can see my bartender. That's all this is. I've got a few weak auras. Nothing too crazy. This is just my rune count. Um, this would be the number of gathering storm stacks. Nothing crazy. And this is Scotto over here. So, I keep in mind this is 859 gear level. So, one of the biggest things you're going to want to do is with cycling or Remorseless Winter, it's 20 seconds. So, you have to think like the first half of the 20 seconds, you're going to be focusing on spinning runes and rhymes. And then the last half of the 10 seconds, you're going to be spinning Frost Strikes and waiting for basically just killing machine procs as often as possible to pool up runes so you can dump them again on the next Remorseless Winter. Blood Elf Arcane Torrent is kind of negligible. It's only 20 runic power. I'm hitting it because I have it. Um, Not exactly sure it's a DPS increase over just hitting Hungering Rune Weapon because, despite popular belief, just simply having Breath of Sindragosa up is not itself a DPS increase. It's the fact that it's on top of global cooldowns and it gets you more rhyme procs because you don't have to spend your runic power. It's spinning itself in the background. And rhymes hit good. Now, talents, I am using Freezing Fog. Granted, look, no helm, no force set, none of that shit. I am using Freezing Fog for this. This might arguably better if you have no legendaries and no set of any kind, but to me it's not worth getting used to because it gives you a whopping 1 extra obliterate and 2 extra ticks of, so it's like 4 ticks of Breath of Sindragosa and maybe a Howling Blast out of it. I would rather just all of my Howling Blasts do 30% more damage. This is big because Nighthold has a lot of cleave. This is big. Frost Fever and Howling Blast. And Frosty Fever can hit like a truck. So, alright, let's do a pull timer. Nothing crazy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now I'm gonna try to focus on using more obliterates during this, just to make sure I can try to maintain that stack of 10. And I kept the 10 stack, so good on me.
Bam!
Alright, now I'm gonna wait for killing machines, use rhymes, and dump my runic power, start up again. Killing machine. The killing machine's gonna pillar. I forgot the dragon. What a newbie. Alright, come on. Alright. Dump runic power. Wait for killing machines. Now, keep in mind this is 20-second cycles. However, don't look at the cooldown of Breath of Sindragosa, because realistically it doesn't matter if you don't have your Hungering Worm weapon up. I always just save it, and I could be wrong on that, but that's what I do. Downtime's a thing. I'm sorry, it's a thing. Let's assume me here. Now I'm gonna wait for killing machines. The jumping helps. It helps with runic corruption procs. Tell anybody. Now we got 30 seconds until we're gonna get another thingamabobber, Hungry Brew. Come on. Yeah. Now at this point I got 14 seconds until my next Hungering Womb weapon comes up. I'm actually gonna pool resources right now. Okay, I'm gonna hit this because it's a killing machine. Past that, I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna wait for when this comes off cooldown. I'm gonna pop my second pot, and I'll line all this back up. I'm going. I'm gonna dragon. Alright, now I'm gonna pop Hungering. I'm gonna spam some obliterates because I'm getting parried for some fucked up reason. Orange Jesus, praise be to Orange Jesus. Oh, I missed the stacks, but whatever. Alright, it's gonna
Bam!
Okay, back on this. I'm just gonna go for the full 5. Alright. There we go. Back to back. Some tasty procs right there. that's gonna be a 5-minute farce. Alright, there you go, 5 minutes at 400k DPS. Again, this is at 8:59. And I was able to do 400k DPS. Now in a cleave fight, I mean, let's look at this. We got Breath and Howling Blast. Both did 16 million damage in Remorseless Winter. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's tasty. Any Howling Blast, man, even just looking at the Howling Blast, my average Howling Blast was still 500k with 2700 strength. So, I mean, if that's hitting a couple of things, it's big money. Same thing Breath of Sindragosa. Still hits hard. I mean, my average tick was, 278k. That's with nothing fancy again. No crazy mastery or anything like that. And granted, yeah, I mean, I have some ambidextrous relics, but if you look at my damage, my number one is my main hand obliterate. But aside from that, this is, what? 35, 40, 40 something percent? Yeah, about 40% of my damage came from just those three abilities, which are all AoE. So, and have nothing to do with ambidexterity. So, that's the big thing. Even Frost Fever's baller. Yeah. Hypothermia. Those hypothermia ticks. It's 411k. Good deal. So, yeah. I mean, if that doesn't show you how to do damage, I'm sorry. But I mean, that's way less gear than you should have in Nighthold. And I guarantee you, on a fight with any sort of cleave, you're going to be doing more. So, I mean, even if you pull Crosis, you're going to do over 400k at this item level. At this. So, I mean, basically, you just gotta get used to it. All right, I hope that helps. Well, now you gotta look at my transmog. Gotta look at my transmog. Oh, if I can zoom in. What the flip? Look at my transmog. And my mismatching green belt. Rip. Alright, boys.